Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. Now today we're in Dorset, so we're having a bit of fun here in Dorset with a beer, and we're at Hull and Woodhouse, so we are, at the Badger Brewery for a golden, is it a golden ale? Yeah, it's a golden ale, there we go. And it's in a nice clear bottle, so hopefully it isn't skunked. So yes, the Golden Champion, Golden Ale, 4.5%, and it's under £2 a bottle, and we have a bit of spiel on the back. Woo! Hope it's better than some of the other ones we've had recently. If you ever rest amongst the elderflower, of course that's it, you know what I mean, sitting there summer's day, oof, got to slap my arse down with some elderflower, you know what I mean. Foxgloves and swaying summer grasses of King Comb Meadows prepare for a performance. Right, okay. A nimble golden harvest mouse, no larger than your thumb, uses its talented tail to somersault from stems to stem in search of wild barley and floral flowers. We give this grassy gymnast a gold medal every time. Trust me. My fat arse was basically sitting in this blooming meadow. I can assure you no blooming mice would be doing any kind of gymnastics or bloody somersaults. They'd be off thinking, who's that fat sod? Seriously. Jesus. I love it how they try and make things so romantic. I've got to admit, Hull and Woodhouse are quite bad for this, and Badgers and Brewery is quite bad for it. It's just this kind of romanticising of bollocks. I spent quite a lot of time in Blandford Forum over the years for many different reasons. None of them enjoyable, none of them pleasant. And I'll be totally honest, I found the people in Blandford, how would you say? In Scotland we would say quite tight. In other words, not the most friendly of people, not the most pleasant. And when you're there to help them, they don't seem to really appreciate it. They just see you as kind of a, how would you say, bit of a nuisance, you know, as if like you're getting in their way. Whatever they're planning to do or whatever they've got planned, you just seem to be kind of upsetting these plans just by your presence, even though they need you to be there and they do need your help. And you're thinking, the way they carry on with reading these labels in the back of the bottle for roundabout Blandford Forum, and how wonderful and romantic and everything else and that type of, I couldn't really see the people of Blandford actually acting that way. I really just couldn't. I can't, after having conversations with them. You know, they'll go up to you and say, how can I help you? Oh, I'm here. Oh. And then the minute you say that you're here to help them, you think it's the case as, oh, you know, they go the opposite way. They kind of start to react as, oh, you're here. Yeah, because you logged a call to say you've got a problem. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if you hadn't made the call. So don't start treating me as if like, you know, I'm an inconvenience because you made the call, love. No one else. So what do you expect to happen? You make a call saying that, oh, this is broken, I need somebody to come out and kind of have a look at it. Well, guess what? You make that call, don't be surprised if somebody turns up. And it doesn't matter. Whatever time you turn up, it always seems to be an inconvenience for them. So they're a bit arsey, a bit tight, as we say in Scotland. A bit shady. So yes, and then you read all this, oh, romantic whiff, waff and waffle, and you know, you think, fuck off. So anyway, we've had my wee rant. Let's crack it open and see what it's like. Oh, cabbage. There's a surprise. Fucking hell. Yep. Jesus God. Doing Brussels sprouts as well. Jesus, right, okay, this is going to be a fucking joy. Why they put it in a stupid fucking clear bottle, I really don't know. Seriously. Maybe it was an inconvenience to do it in other bottles and that. Oh, the brown bottles are just another couple of feet away. Fuck it, we'll put it in the bloody clear ones, you know. I mean, I can imagine that type of conversation happening in Blandford. Seriously. Now, if you wonder what I'm referring to, is I used to do quite, some work in some of the banks around about that area. So I used to do work in the Barclays and the Lloyds and things like this. And every time you turned up, and other places as well, and every time you turned up, it's always like a kind of inconvenience. Well, I'm here to sort out your machines that aren't working. And their attitude's like, oh, it's not the right time. So when is the right time, love? Tell you what, we'll cancel the call and we'll come back at the right time and we'll make it chargeable. How's that? What? Oh, and the minute you mention charges, there are tight fuckers as well, you know what I mean? You mention, well, I'll go away and we'll make this call chargeable and then I'll come back at your convenience. When would it be convenient? Oh, if they know they're going to be charged, then suddenly, oh well. Oh, if you must. Shut the fuck up and let us in. You know what I mean? It's like that scenario. Not here to bump your fucking gums by Christ. If this was chargeable, you'd be basically a couple £100 out of pocket and you've just basically been, all you've been doing is moaning because I came through the bloody door. Right, I'm still kicking off here. Anyway, let's see what it smells. What the fuck is that? Oh, I've made a good job of that, haven't I? Look at that. Ooh. Right, let's smell it. So let's have a look at it. There you go. Kind of golden. Smell. Getting a hint of hops there. So it'll be slightly floral. Some pale malts. You are getting a waft of cabbage and kind of Brussels sprouts. And that's really it. So, let's see what it tastes like. Now this is one of these strange ones. Whereas you drink it and it starts off with a good foundation. You're thinking, oh, here we go, a good foundation. And they can build on this. And you see it as a missed opportunity because they start off, they've laid a good foundation and then not followed up on it. And what you're kind of waiting for to kind of other flavours to come in and join it and everything else is just like, no. But enjoy your good foundation because that's what you're getting. And that's what it feels like. It's like, maybe they're too busy out in the meadow getting kinky with the mice. I don't know what the hell they're up to. But it just feels it's just kind of lacking. It starts off in a certain way and then as it moves on it just starts to get watery because there is no other flavours to kind of back up. So you've got these really kind of nice foundation flavours and then afterwards you start getting this kind of watered down sensation just because nothing really follows it up. A bit of a strange one. Yeah. Shit. Right, let's break down the flavours. It ain't going to take long. Starts off with some nice light and pale malts. The hint of grain, just a little hint of grain. And you've got this nice malty sweetness there, which runs all the way through. And that's the problem, because as it moves on to the mid-tongue from there, you kind of lose the pale malts and the grain, and you're just left with this underlying malty sweetness. All the way through, nothing else in the mid-tongue. And then you get to the aftertaste and it's just that light malty sweetness dissipating, and by that point you're starting to get that kind of sensation of it really being watery after. So it starts off with a good start, a good foundation, and you think, what's happened to the flavours in the mid-tongue? What's happened to the accent flavours? There's none of that. It's just a case of you've just got this malty sweetness going through the mid-tongue and the aftertaste and nothing else. Jesus God. No wonder you're watching bloody mice. I can understand now. It's a case of, well, what are you going to do today? Well, I was going to maybe drink some golden champion, but I thought, no, I fancy something more interesting, so I'm going to go and watch mice jumping about in a field, because it's far better than drinking this piss. What is going on with some of the brewers just now? What is it? Is it just me? Some of the breweries that can make an alright beer or a fairly decent beer, and then you taste some of the other products and you're thinking, what the fuck is that? I mean, it's happened quite a few times. It happened with me with Black Sheep. I tried their golden ale and it was just watery piss. And you're thinking, seriously, is this the same brewery that does Rugwelter? And you're thinking, seriously? Fucking hell. No, it's the same with this. And my problem is, I quite like Tanglefoot. I know other people don't like it, whatever, or find it too sweet or whatever, and that type of stuff. But I quite like the sharpness of the hops, and that's my biggest kind of draw. I never drink it really by itself, because like I always say, I tend to alternate it. So what I usually alternate, if I'm going to go along that way, I'll alternate Tanglefoot from this brewery with Old Peculiar. So one can of Tanglefoot, then the next, well, one bottle, and then the next one will be basically Old Peculiar, back and forward, and that's me for the night. And that's what I'll drink, something like that. And then you think, seriously, same brewer that does Tanglefoots can make with that? Piss water. Because it really is, it's just lacking in everything. Yeah. Just lacking. Right, what would I give this out of 10? Well, it's got a good start. Not much of a kind of middle or finish, really, to it. What would I give this? I'm going to give this a 3. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10, because I can't give it any more, because there's nothing there in the actual beer to give it any more points. It's a 3 out of 10. It's just a very strange beer again, as if like we've started well but we can't be arsed. That's what it feels like. Fancy getting in that field and look at that fucking mouse again. I mean, that's what it feels like. Like, down tools and bugger off. Let's go and fart about in the meadow, looking for mice. Christ. Do you know, sometimes when you start having a run of bad beers, you're sometimes thinking, fuck this. I should start drinking more wine, you know what I mean? It's like some of the beers, it's just like a punishment. Every time you come across a good one, you've got to hit 2 or 3 shit ones to basically, justify getting a good one. It's demoralising after a while. You're spending money, and I'll be totally honest, I spend my own money on these beers, and I'm reviewing them. And one of the big problems with it is that the majority of my money goes in shit beer. Because even if you're buying from breweries that you've had beer before and you've liked, and think, oh, they brewed a good beer there and everything else, and then you try to think, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? It's like, I think a lot of times right now in the brewing world, there's a lot of one-hit wonders out there. I mean, there is ones that you'll go to that you'll always get a good beer, and most of their products are to a certain standard. But other ones you're thinking, seriously? I mean, you sometimes wonder, is it coming from the same brewery? Is it the same people manufacturing both beers? It's like that type of scenario. It's like there's a disbelief that there's a connection. But anyway, it's a 3 out of 10. Would I recommend it? No. Unless you like a big start and bugger all finish, then this is the beer for you. Or if you don't live near a meadow and you can't go and start to, being a peeping Tom to field mice. Then yeah, maybe get a couple of bottles of this and save you the bother or whatever. But yeah, 3 out of 10, 500ml bottle, under £2, 4.5%. Go and spend your money somewhere else. Go and spend it on mice feed and go and find some mice. Thanks for watching. Cheers. And bye for now.